And the side profile, kind of very similar to the Jane. I have no idea what TGR means. I have no idea who Jane is and who Alice is and what 910 means. It says 910 in the middle. It's a nice blue back plate. But would it be 910 September 10? Because in literally the rest of the world, like pretty much anywhere outside of US and Canada, people say the day first and then the month. So would it not be the 9th of October actually? Oh. Why do you think they revealed 910 on October 9th? Wait, hold on. Is that actually true? Did they actually? Gasp. Alright. Good evening. What was Drua doing here an hour early? And Uter Struder. I don't know what you guys were doing earlier, but I saw you. So, as it says on the description and the title, we are building a TGR 910 V2 ME. The TGR ME editions are basically a series of boards that are being sold by Monokei as an in-stock raffle. In other words, you enter a raffle through the koi system in this case, I believe. Once you enter, you get selected, and afterwards, if you get selected, you are allowed to check out, and once you check out, your board ships within a week or so. If you don't know the TGR 910, there have been several iterations of them. I believe the first one was like in 2015 or 2016, but there's like the 910 and the 910 CE. The SE was simultaneous as the 910, the original one. It's just like a friends and family designation. And there are some other ones like the polycarbonate one, which is the RE, and some aluminum RE ones as well. And now there's like the more recent one that was the GAF one. And there's a few other collaborations here and there, but you know. Alright, so it comes in this blue Monokei Kapan. Was it the first 65%? Probably not. Probably not. It's not like the 65% has not been known for a long time. The 65% has been around for a long time. It may have been the first corner blocker 65%, yes. So in other words, all of these corner blocker 65% are really derivatives of the 910 in my opinion. But some people disagree, some people agree. But in my, I think every corner blocker 65% is basically a 910 derivative. Can you compare it to the GAF? Yes, I do have a GAF edition 910, so we can compare. Except I cannot compare it built because I don't have a GAF 910 built. So I can only compare, you know, the case pieces. That's about it. Let's get to it though. Put this Philco aside for a bit. Santiago Bedoya, hey bro, how you doing? Love your work. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we have some switches here. These are some Gateron X switches. Lube with 2.5 and with, I think Deskeys films is right. We have some wires here that go with these stabs. So we have some stabies. Then we have accessories. So we have our spudger, our bump-ons, O-ring. We have a sticker here. We have a cloth. There's a cloth. Then there is the PCB, which is a MNK 65 from, I believe this is from Kopibang, I think. Does it say? Yes, there's the logo. I assume we won't be seeing O-ring today since it's screw-ins. Oh yeah, I could switch to clip-ins if you guys really want an O-ring. I should have some clip-ins around. Alright, so here's the board. Comes in the Kaban closed. So we get the plastic cover for the weight, I think, which I already touched, so it's probably smudged already because I'm a pro streamer. So this is the TGR 910 ME. So it is different from prior iterations of the 910. In other words, first of all, the most obvious difference is that it is USB-C port centered. The second most obvious difference is the weight in the back. The TGR 910 has never been angled at the back. This has the typical back, like angled back, that is very similar to the Jane V2. The weight here is polished stainless steel and has a very large TGR logo on it, engraved. Looks very clean, very nice. And the unit is silver and soft blue back. So it comes with a polycarbonate plate, stock. And the badge is also an aluminum piece, as you can see. It is a soft blue aluminum piece that goes in there. Alright, so the first thing I should probably do is put the bump-ons on. Yeah, actually my first entry for a TGR board was for the 910 CE. I was not around for the 910, the original 910. I did not know about custom keyboards back then. But I was around for the 910 CE, and I remember I did not make it through the first come first serve. I was a little too slow. So bump-ons are on. So first what you want to do is locate where the little cutouts for the spudger are, and here I see them on the right rather than on the left. So we're gonna use our spudger here and lift it from the right. There it is. Backing is off, and then the next thing we want to do is remove the back weight, which appears to be torque screws. So that's off, and then we take out our weight here. So the bottom piece is out. This is what it looks like. There it is. So as you can see, this is a 7-point top mount keyboard plate, or the plate is mounted to the top piece. So top mount, 7 points, and there's 4 at the top, and then 3 at the bottom. As you can see, this is different. If you know the original 910, the original 910 uses 8 points, and they're symmetrical. So wherever the top one is, the bottom one is there. So there's like 8 points for mounting the plate. And this one, it's the first one's symmetrical, but then the other ones aren't. Alright, so there's our polycarbonate plate. And here's the top piece. The top piece is rather simple. It's just a rectangular aluminum piece. It does have some alignment pins here for the top and bottom piece to go in. You can actually remove the badge. So the badge is just an aluminum piece. Pretty simple. So you can actually leave the badge completely uncovered if you want. I guess for science, we can take the GAF 910 and disassemble it. Ugh. Oh, 1.6 millimeter plate? No, plates are 1.5 millimeters, and PCB is what you probably are talking about. Yes, that's a regular thickness PCB, which is 1.6. Plates are normally 1.5 millimeter thick though. So this is the 910 GAF 910 I have for somebody else. This is not mine. So I'm just gonna kind of like show you guys what it looks like and kind of like open it up. And we can look at the internals if you guys want to compare, and that's about it. So I guess the quick comparison here is first of all that the 910 ME uses a magnetic backplate, right? You can just quickly attach like that, right? I'm just not letting go on purpose here, but basically it's a magnetic backplate. And the 910 GAF edition uses screws to attach the backplate. Another thing that is very obvious here as a difference, I actually will show you here, is that the GAF 910 has the USB port on the angled Toblerone piece because there is a daughter board that is attached here to the bottom
Hola,
piece, right?
Chico Lindo.
Hola, Chico Lindo. Dennis, hello. How are you doing, dude? It's been a while. The OG janitor. So yeah, so this is the USB port for the GAF edition one, and on the 910ME, it's actually on the case. So that's something to note, is because on the ME, just like the original 910, the USB port is on the PCB itself. Next thing, bump ons, obvious difference. This uses circular bump ons. This uses these elongated semi-cylindrical bump ons. Screws, these are hex, those are Torx. Is the GAF back piece compatible with the 910ME? I actually don't know. Maybe? I assume there are these screw holes here which probably do fit. Oh, actually no, you couldn't. You can't. No, you can't because of the corners. The corners are different sizes. Same for JMV2ME and JMV2C. Yep. Alright, so that's the back plate here for the GAF edition one. Alright. So now we remove this back piece here. So the weight here, as you can see, the Toblerone, they are of the same length, as you can see, but the screw holes they don't match. Oh, main difference that you can obviously see here. The top piece is rather different because the top piece has a seam in the middle here on the ME. The ME has a seam right down the middle, and this one is seamless. So the top piece is more like a cover, right? So the top piece shape is completely different. And just to confirm, do the 910ME and GAF have the same plate? That's exactly what we're about to confirm, right? I'm a little scared. Hold on. I just want to put it down first. There we go. Differences. First of all is that the cutouts for the O-ring support is different. It's differently placed. They are differently placed on these two units. And yes, the O-ring pillars are bigger on the ME. What is the little badge under the Monokei logo? It's just a badge that says TGR. Wait, let me see there. There's a serial number on the other side of the badge. Oh, I see. So that's the authentication, huh? Cool. Alright, here's the two plates. So it appears the plates are the same. Right? I just overlapped them. So the plates are the same. Right? And yes, there is a cut for the USB port on the polycarb one, yeah. The badge on the GAF is differently sized. Also, the screw position is different, so you can't change badges, by the way. But the rest is pretty much plate mounting position is the same. Blockers right there, right? For this, I'm gonna do full backspace today. I'm kind of feeling like doing full backspace. Oh, Cookie Curls, hello. Shinoto Keys, oh sheesh, hello Shinoto, how are you? How's it going? In the Abby video for the JNME, someone said the holes in the inner weight were for sound. But I remember someone else saying the Sam just put them there because he saw them on a bike. I think the latter sounds a lot more reasonable, yeah. I don't think the holes are there for sound. I actually don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's more of the it looks cool factor. Pretty sure it's the wow, holes on the weight. JV2C basically a bike. Yeah, look at all that carbon fiber. You cannot go a month in mouse review without a final mouse hate thread making top. Oh god. Mouse community sounds pretty hilarious in some ways. Oh my gosh. It's not a Starlight unless it has a crooked scroll wheel. Damn. Okay guys, this is why I just get a MX Master from Logitech. Well, actually I probably just buy whatever it's on sale. So whenever I see it on like Slick Deals or something, it's on sale, I just get an MX Master and shine it to death like mine is already and keep using it. Can't game on an MX Master? Just try harder. Try harder. Skill issue. MX Master proven to give you 50% more wins. Yeah, because you become the master. Not strong enough to move an MX Master 3. Oh, Urban. Hello, Dime. How's it going? How are you? Okay, let's just double check here. Alright, everything works. Fine. We'll do top mount first, and then we'll do O-ring next. So, there it is. And then get our screws here. Has a key set been picked yet? No, not yet. Alright, so there's that, and put the Toblerone thingy in. Is there an orientation to the bottom plate? It doesn't matter whether you put it this way or the other way around. It will matter when you have to take the back plate off though, because only one of the two sides has the little groove for the spudger to go in. But I think I showed it here on the ME as well, but I mean on the V2, Jane V2. But you see that little groove there, right there. So that groove is here's on the right side. If you flip it 180 degrees, that's going to be on the left side. So that's the only thing that matters. So both sides have it, like both the top or the bottom, but it's only on one side. So you need to just consider that. GMK or CRP? This is GMK. I mean, this is CRP. My bad. This is CRP right now. Res on the 65 column? Yeah, I could do that. Alright, let's see. What should I put on this? I'm kind of unsure what to put on this. Should I just put regular beige on this? Sure. I guess I have this kernel here. Kind of matches. I'm gonna do a 99-cent keycap next to 910. Alright, so let's try this out. So today we have a TGR 910 V2 ME built with Gateron X switches, and these are Lube with 205, Deskeys films, and this is a polycarb plate, full polycarb plate, and we have CRP Tulip on the board right now. let's go over the mods first. Here are the mods. Yeah, sound pretty nice. Yeah, I do think that so the board actually overall just feels kind of it's pretty soft, first of all, because compared to the like original 910, the mounting points are like around the spacebar, so the spacebar definitely sounds like, I mean, kind of feels a lot softer to type on, and also polycarb plate, of course, it's just in general soft. So very bassy. Yeah, it definitely has a bit of that kind of similar feel, like with the like JMV2 has that too, where like the bass kind of sits, I mean the base of the keyboard, like the bottom part of the keyboard kind of sits like low to the desk, and so transfer a lot of sound into the desk, and so I think some of that might be transferred through the mic too. But yeah, can you swap to a JMK spacebar? Sure. I have a JMK spacebar right here. Oh, right here. So there's a JMK spacebar. It's just a magenta though. I actually personally do like the sound of PVT. It's like very soft, and also CRP kind of has a bit of a kind of a thicker sound to it. I do like it personally. I like the sound of CRP a lot, but I do know that people a lot of the time also prefer JMK. So shall we try O-ring, I guess? Will the 910 come with poly and alu plate? It only comes with the poly plate. I think if you're going to get anything else, it's going to be an add-on. But the polycarb plate is default plate for Monokei offerings. Please show the bottom again? Yeah, sure. All right, there. So the bottom looks like. Yeah. Magnets, what a good invention. Magnets, how do they work? O-ring time. A bit tight with the O-ring actually. Alright, there we go. It's finally closing. Just realized nobody told me the chat wasn't on the window for a while. These are lubed Gateron switches, sorry. And then we have CRP Tulip, polycarbonate, and this is currently O-ring mounted. Earlier, if you go back on the bot, you'll find the top mount one. Does it sound hollow? No, it doesn't sound hollow in person. It's very likely that the mic is capturing more. So you probably hear more on the mic than you would hear in person. I personally don't think it's hollow. And it is very common for people to say that something sounds more hollow over the mic. But it likely isn't as much as that in person, if it were. I like the alphas with O-ring. I do like the alphas with O-ring. Kind of, they pop a little more. Top mount sound better. Kind of in between the two, to be honest. I do like top mount a lot, but I think O-ring mount is fine too. I think it's like I would only know if the difference or if I could like have it, you know, the two setups next to each other. But it's like if I had the top mount only, I wouldn't be complaining that I didn't have the O-ring. Does that make sense? I personally can't tell a difference. That's my thought too. I can't tell a difference unless I had the two side by side. I think I like top mount, but O-ring mount sounds nice too. Just try both if you happen to have something that is compatible with both. But I think it sounds good with both though. Well, I guess one thing I did do earlier that I didn't do now is just using a GMK spacebar, right? So I have my GMK spacebar here. It's the same one we used earlier. Fully built weight. Oh yeah, I haven't weighed it. All right. So fully built, it weighs 3 pounds and 7.5 ounces, which in kilograms, that's gonna be 1.57 kilograms. So 1.5 kilograms ish. 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds, 1.5 kilograms. And then finally, the top, you get a suave blue aluminum badge for the 910 portion, and corner blocker, of course. Alright friends, take care. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.